I am so idealistic in my life. And, you have this vision of everyone wants to know the truth. That's what I would hope. But realistically, we don't have the luxury and time available to call it. If you had a campaign where your goal was to, let's say, convince or persuade, like a debate situation, you're trying to persuade someone to a point of view. We don't have a luxury and time of trying to persuade or convince everyone on this planet that what I'm speaking of is important. I'd love to say that we did, but we don't. So realistically, our target audience has to become smaller, has to become more focused, has to be more effective. Simply don't have the time to do that. So I can't retrace my life of 30 years of trying to tell someone that what you breathe is directly affecting your entire existence. I can't spend another 30 years going back into that. What I can do is leave the record, that record's there. So we can certainly say to everyone is eligible to let's say, comprehend the record, right? That's what I leave there. Everyone is invited. Everyone is eligible to comprehend the record. But where we are now is what I'm speaking of in terms, and I am restrictive in my target into the nonprofit world, right? I'm doing that because first of all, that's what this organization has always been, and that's what I think this world needs. I need to think we need to get the dollar out of our head as being the holy grail of our consciousness and future in life. So I restrict the audience, but we can act at the level that I'm speaking of immediately, and you still get to ask yourself, are you really going to do it? And that is at the alliance of the nonprofit. I'm not trying to convince everyone now. I am trying to raise action, participation, and effort at the level that I spoke of. And also, everything I'm speaking of is not to involve me. Other than while I'm alive, yes, it's going to involve me. But what I'm speaking of is not to involve me in the long term. It's meant to exist and be active and, in essence, try to save life of this planet. And you can get it all into all kinds of spiritual discussions here about the meaning of our lives. There's more to human beings than flesh and bones. There is a spirit. There is a will that rises above any and all things, material and flesh in this world. And you have to ask yourself, what is it worth fighting for?